Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Silvia Agustina with my last study of M172, and now I will present chapter 12 about employee representation. Starting with the introduction, employee representation in the UK mostly takes place at the workplace or enterprise level. Unlike many European countries where workers are also represented at the industry level, in the UK, trade unions are the primary means of representation, following a single-channel system. This differs from the dual-channel model in other countries, which includes both union and work council. Although the public sector still maintains some national level representation, local workplace representation has become increasingly important over time. There are two main approaches to employee representation. One, focus on protecting employee rights through trade unions, ensuring workers have a say in key issues like wage, working conditions, and safety, and the other one, rooted in human resource management, emphasize employees' involvement as a way to improve organizational performance by involving them in decision-making. There is ongoing debate about whether these two approaches can be combined to both strengthen employee rights and boost business performance, often discussed under the concept of partnership. Moving on to the next slide, workplace representation, the current state of play. Workplace representation in the UK has traditionally been through trade unions. Historically, not all workers have access to representation, especially in sectors like private services where union presence was weak. Even where unions were present, representation often favored full-time male employees and focused on pay and working conditions. Over time, more women and public sector workers joined unions, but union representation still declined from the 1980s onward. By 2004, only 23 of workers had a union representative, down from 55% in 1984. Non-union forms of representation have grown, especially in workplaces without union recognition. These representatives, typically younger and often appointed by management, represent fewer employees than unions do. However, they are less valued by workers and seen as more aligned with management. Overall, the influence of workplace representation has shifted away from negotiation toward consultation, where management makes the final decision, to employee input is considered. This shift has created challenge for unions, which traditionally focus on bargaining but now need expertise in a wider range of issues like organizational change. And the next is the growth of a statutory system of employee representation. In the UK, employee representation through European Work Council has mixed views. British representatives generally hold a positive outlook, while their continental counterparts are more critical, often due to limited information shared with UK representatives. In multinational firms, UK representatives tend to defer to those from other countries, reflecting their unfamiliarity with engaging management on corporate issues. The European Commission recognized the potential of EWCs of EWCs, but highlights ongoing challenges such as inadequate transnational consultation, especially in the UK's fragmented representation system. Concerns have been raised about the effectiveness of the UK's legal framework for employee consultation, especially after recent redundancies at companies like Rover and Vauxhall. Debate continues on the impact of new legal rights for employee representation. Some fear these structures may be exploited by management in workplaces with unions, while others believe they could strengthen unions. Experiences in Europe vary, with some work council criticizing emphasize for management control, while German unions have thrived in similar settings. Hybrid structure combining union and non-union representatives may enhance stability and broaden employee representation. However, there are concerns that union could lose members if employees feel adequ- adequately represented without joining a union. Union representatives are increasingly focusing on individual support, such as disciplinary issues, and are seeking specialized roles in areas like health and safety and training, including Union Learning Representative or ULRS. The UK government backs the ULR initiative, which has shown some success in training facilitation. Unions also aim to develop equality representatives to amplify underrepresented voices. Progress has been slow with limited success in securing statutory rights for those representatives. This development indicates a shift toward addressing a broader range of employee interests, emphasizing the need for effective representation in the workplace. And the next, employee participation and organizational change, partnership and mutual gain. In the 1990s, especially especially after the 1997 Labour government took office, the term partnership became significant in the UK industrial relations, influenced by Northern European practices. This concept involved collaboration between unions and employers at various levels, focusing on wage negotiation and working conditions while promoting both conflict and cooperation. The German Works Council is a key example, managing structural change without bargaining power. Supporters claim this model helps adapt to change without conflict, ensuring job security and stability for workers. The core idea is mutual gains, where both employees and employers benefit. On the other hand, applying this partnership concept in the UK is challenging due to missing structural elements. The Labour government embraced it as a strategy, promoting agreements for collaboration that ensure job security while emphasizing the role of trade unions in consultation over company performance and employee development. While the partnership idea initially emphasized the role of unions, it later suggested that effective partnership could also exist without them. Most partnership formed in unionized workplaces indicate unions are still crucial. The partnership agenda reflects the weakened state of unions, often requiring them to consider business interests and support necessary organizational change. This shift can risk the independence of unions, compromising their ability to advocate for members. Opinions on the impact of partnership on unions are divided; some see it as an opportunity for unions to regain influence, while others fear it could further weaken representation by distancing stewards from their members and undermining collective interest. And the next future prospect for workforce representation. Workforce representation has gained renewed attention in recent years, reminiscent of the discussion in the 1960s and 1970s. Today's focus has shifted from pay negotiation and strikes to employee legal rights and their impact on economic development. A 2007 government consultation suggested workplace representatives could generate significant benefits up to uh, €1.3 billion annually, with additional contribution from union learning representatives. Despite this recognition, employee representation is declining in the UK, while European Union laws has increased legal rights, these rights often fail to deliver real benefits, partly due to the decline of trade unions and the weak implementation of EU directives. Managers often favor non-union representatives, leading to systems that lack the effectiveness provided by union involvement. Hybrid systems that combine union and non-union representation show promise for the future. However, with ongoing union decline and indifferent management attitudes, the outlook for effective representation remains uncertain. Nonetheless, the concept of employee representation as a fundamental right in democratic societies is more entrenched than ever, making its complete disappearance unlikely. And finally, the conclusion. In conclusion, employee representation in the UK is at a crossroads, shifting from a strong reliance on traditional trade unions to a blend of union and non-union approach. While there's growing recognition of the importance of workforce representatives, many employees still struggle to make their voice heard, particularly in non-union environments. This shift towards consultation over negotiation often leaves employees feeling sidelined, with management retaining the upper hand. However, there's hope in hybrid models that combine the best of both worlds, along with initiatives like union learning representatives that promote greater inclusivity. Despite the challenge, the idea of employee representation as a fundamental right is gaining traction, emphasizing the need for ongoing efforts to ensure that all employees have a meaningful say in their workplace, benefiting both them and their organization. Lastly, the case study: partnership working in the National Health Service. In the UK, the National Health Service exemplifies how effective employee representation and partnership model can enhance organizational performance and employee satisfaction. Facing challenges like low morale and engagement, the, the National Health Service implemented a partnership approach that involved trade unions in decision-making through joint committees and forums. This collaboration allowed staff to express their concerns about working conditions and patient care policies, empowering employees and enabling management to better understand workforce needs. The results of this partnership have been largely positive, with increased employee satisfaction leading to improved patient outcomes. The NHS has adopted more regulatory policy change and funding shifts thanks to the collaborative efforts of management and unions. By valuing trade union contribution and promoting employee participation, the National Health Service has created a supportive workplace environment, demonstrating that mutual gains can be achieved when employees feel represented and engaged. So that's all from me for chapter 12. I apologize if there's any mistake. Thank you for your attention and have a good day everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.